Most of us know what goals are. We've even set a goal or two in our lives. But what happens when the goals you set are not being achieved? Well, if you stick around, I am going to share with you how we can create goals so that they are more specific and more likely for us to achieve them. Hi, I'm Keisha Golder, and today I am going to share with you a way that we can create goals that are more specific and easier for us to achieve. Some of you may already know what I'm talking about, and if you do, yes, we are talking about creating SMART goals. For those of you who do not know what SMART goals are, don't worry, because I'm going to share exactly what they are with you and how you can begin to write goals that are easier to achieve and more specific. And so, what are SMART goals? SMART goals are goals that are more specific than regular goals. They have a time frame for you to achieve them. They are measurable, they are realistic, and they are extremely specific. How can we begin to write SMART goals? In learning to write SMART goals, we have to keep in mind the letters of the acronym SMART, because each letter stands for something different. The first letter, of course, which is S, stands for specific. This means that your goals that you are creating under the SMART goal acronym are clear and well-defined. When you think about it, when you are writing these specific goals, they need to answer the questions of the 5 W's: who, what, when, where, and of course, why. If your goals are not answering those questions, then it's possible, very possible, that they are not specific enough. Which brings me to the next letter in SMART. Measurable. How do you know that you are making progress towards your goal? How do you know if you are on track to achieving this goal? So, when you're creating your SMART goals, they have to be measurable. And this can be determined by answering these specific questions of: how will I know when I've achieved my goal? How will I measure my progress? How much or how many of something is it going to take for me to achieve my goal? Or how much money it will take for me to achieve my goal? Answering these questions give you a time frame in mind of when you will know that that goal is achieved. Always remember something that my coach has said to me: what gets managed gets measured. We can set goals all day, but if there aren't certain checkpoints where we know if we're making progress, the likelihood of us achieving those goals won't happen. The next letter in SMART is, of course, the letter A, and that stands for achievable. So, can your goal be accomplished? Is it possible? Answering these questions will help you be able to determine if your goal is achievable. Do you have the resources to achieve the goal? And has your goal been achieved before? Not to say that every goal needs to be achieved before and you won't be able to be the first to achieve something, but it's very important that I'm not setting a goal to touch a star in the great universe, knowing that, yes, we may be able to travel to space, but the reality of me being able to actually touch a star is impossible. Which brings us to the next letter, R, which stands for realistic. Is the goal within reach? Is it relevant to your life purpose? Now, I specifically say relevant to your life purpose because I am a life purpose coach, and that is exactly what I talk about. But if you're setting goals for other areas of your life, is that goal realistic and relevant to that area of your life? Answer these questions. Is the goal within reach? Is it achievable given the time that you have and the resources that you have? And can you commit to the goal? Because again, when we set goals, we have to be able to commit to ourselves so that we can achieve them. Now, we're on the last letter, which is the letter T. And T stands for timely. Is there a clear timeline for starting the goal and ending the goal? Do you have a date in mind? Do you have a deadline? And when do you want to achieve your goal? So I know a lot of us in the first part of the year, the new year, we all set goals to get in shape and go to the gym. But when we set those goals, we just stated how I said it. I want to get in shape, or I'm going to get in shape, or I'm going to go to the gym. But we don't set a time. We don't set a measuring scale for it. And yeah, we can go to the gym, but if we're not being realistic about how much we can commit to going to the gym, chances are we may go a couple of times, and then one day, so many things get in your way from you going that you don't go, and then the next day you'll find another excuse and another excuse. So the key to setting goals that are achievable and specific is using SMART goals. The steps in creating the SMART goals allows you to be specific and achieve your goals. So, given the example that I said about the whole gym situation, if I was creating a SMART goal for going to the gym or losing weight, get in shape, however you want to phrase it, it would be, I am going to go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for an hour every day, which works out to be 3 hours a week. I will take my weight before I start the process. Like the day that I decide to start the process, I'm going to take my weight. Or in 2 months in, I'm going to take my weight to see if I've made any progress. And every 2 months, I'll take my weight. So I'm going to start this process on January the 1st. And I am going to finish the process on May 1st. Or you know what? I'll make it even 6 months, June 1st. By the deadline of June 1st, I will have lost 40 pounds. That is making a specific goal. That is creating a SMART goal. I am more likely to commit to that goal and achieve it because it is very clear. I know that it is attainable. I know that I can measure it. And I know that I can commit to it instead of just saying, I'm going to go to the gym and lose weight. So here's what I want you to do. The next time that you sit down to create your goals, I want you to use the SMART goal standard to create your goals, and let me know in the comment section how your goals turned out as opposed to just creating regular goals. And if you are more likely to achieve your goals by using the SMART goal method. I'll talk to you guys later.